Hey, peace, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Shante Maria, back with another quick video. And of course, I feel like unless you've been living under a rock, if you are on social media, you didn't see the video about this whole McDonald's fiasco. So yeah, I know I had to come and kind of give you my take on it. My opinion, I feel like I probably didn't heard a million different opinions, and it's kind of wild. I'm like, it ain't even really that deep. But just in case you have not seen the video, I'm gonna go ahead and post it. Y'all go ahead and check it out for a second right here.
A meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring 1 thing of McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing 1 child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got 1 thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just 1 burger? 1 burger, 1 fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids? They ain't my kids.
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
So what are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Lisa,
them are his siblings
Lisa,
though.
He
not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. Why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him eat.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring 1, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting 1 child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What
yeah,
look like?
they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the I did.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing you. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
I am a good daddy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with 1 piece of food for 1 child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the you all like going to my mother account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my so that means
yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring 1 something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. Lisa, you know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel away about him eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the room.
Send him down to the car. He ain't got to eat in front of his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here.
You sound stupid.
Dumb. He ain't eating this. You.
Why would you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that shit. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid. Thought I was finna take that shit today. Yeah, I had another thing for him today. No, he can't take it today.
clearly that was a lot to unpack, you know, and in my opinion, both of them were wrong, and I can kind of tell you why. Now, first of all, mom was straight up wrong for like even having her phone out recording this man like, I'm gonna expose you. Like, you don't do that. You have to co-parent with this man for the rest of your life. You know, like, clearly he's showing up for his kids and his child, and he's trying to do the right thing by showing up, and that's commendable. It is so sad that I say that. It's so sad that I say that, because I feel like that should be bare minimum. But of course, I am a single mother. Don't get no help from my kid's dad at all, you know. So it's very commendable that he's showing up for his child. I get it, you know, like, so on his end, it's like, okay. I think realistically, what should have happened, they should have been grown enough to have a conversation. We are 2 adults, and you knew I had children beforehand. And I think the proper way to address that issue is, if you are coming to see your kid, okay, he pulled up at her house, her apartment, whatever, and food for his son. I think that was wrong. I really do. And this is my only reason why. So if you have children, you know, like, how that, like, I want this, I want that, you got this, you got that, like, and like, just being an empathetic adult. Like, I'm not going to, when it comes to food or something like that, like, I would have grabbed a pizza if I want to come see my son, but I know he got other siblings and I'm dropping food off. Now, if you wanted to just spend time with your son or whatever, clearly you was there to not make the other kids feel some type of way, have him come out to the car or pick him up and y'all just go out to eat. That would have been problem solved. But I think that's just protocol 101. If you are entering someone's house and they have kids, like, why won't you buy something? Like, the kids ain't got nothing to do with it, you know? Like, I guess that's my standpoint. Now, I know people are like taking it extra, like, so if my baby mama got 5 kids, am I obligated to take all those kids shopping and that? No, absolutely not. That should be on the mom and their father. But I will say, if you're coming to the house already, I just think you should. I mean, that's my honest opinion. Because, like, I don't really date men with kids. And it's not because it's a preference. I damn near would prefer to date men with children. But here I am as a single mom with 2 kids, and I really don't attract that type of man all the time. So, but I will say the men that I tend to attract and date, either they don't have children or they have like 1 child and that child is like a teenager, you know? So it's like they kind of free, they open. But when it comes to me and my kids are a little younger, they're not babies. Like, I have a preteen, I have an 8-year-old. So it's a little different. So I feel like even when we go on dates or whatever, first of all, as a mom, anybody that knows me, my kids are very well taken care of. Like, it's always food in our kitchen. My kids basically know how to cook for themselves sometimes because they're so picky. They know to use the air fryer. We go on our mommy son dates every Sunday, just about because I have sons. So I just thought that was cute. And that's mainly our date days. Like, me and my kids, we go out to eat, go to the zoo, go to the arcade, whatever, you know, like, we get out. So my kids are kind of already used to going out. So my kids don't even ask for no dog on McDonald's. They're like, I want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Can we go to Outback? Can we do that? But that's just like the standard I kind of set for them. And that's just stuff we do, just me being their mom and their provider. Like, that's, you know, like, whatever. I'm not dependent on a man to feed my children. And to me, I think it was kind of whack for her to be like, oh, I don't get my food stamps to that day, and you need to make sure my kids is fed. No. But I also think if he was going to do it that way, to just go ahead and pick up his son or his child or whatever and take them out to eat. That way the other kids aren't feeling jealous. Because I will say, when I start, like, seriously dating a guy, and okay, now you're kind of invested in me, you meet my kids, they just offer. Like, I'm like, maybe it's the type of man that I tend to attract. But even if we went on a date, it may be like, okay, because now I don't go on dates at night no more. Like, sis be tired. Auntie be tired. So I might go to brunch or something. Like, so I'm like dating earlier in the day. And they're like, okay, I'm going to drop you back off, the kids home or whatever. They will stop and get something for my kids. Or if they are coming to the house, you know, like in the evening or whatever, if they picking up some food for me, they picking up food for my kids. Like off rip. It's not even that I don't have to ask them to do that. They are just like, yeah, you have 2 kids. So what do you want to eat? And I'm like, then it weighs, because I'm like, I might want to eat some seafood or something. My kids don't eat seafood, but then they're like, no, well, you know what the kids like to eat? Let's get something collectively everybody likes to eat. So it's mainly pizza, you know, and how that goes. My kids don't eat burgers and whatever. Anyways, but so that's my thoughts on that. I just feel like it was really tacky for her to, first of all, record that, because you have to co-parent with this man for the next up 10 years. Like, even when kids are grown, you still have to communicate with this man. And I don't like that. You know, my kids that are very trifling. They just are. They just are. And it's like, it's me. And I have a pretty good paying job. I take care of myself. I take care of them. And so I'm never that type to be like, these kids ain't got nothing. I gotta do that. No, I'm not going on a date if my kids is hungry. You know, like, but everyone is different. And I think everyone's situation is different. But I really think on the mom side, she was wrong for even recording that incident. Dad was wrong, because it's not feasible to just drop that food off and not think his siblings are going to feel some type of way. At the end of the day, they're probably as thick as thieves. Like, that's his brothers and sisters. And yeah, I don't think that was right. I think he should have just picked him up. Y'all can say how y'all want to feel. I think that is proper protocol. I know people are like, well, so if I'm buying my son some shoes or whatever, should I buy all her kids some shoes? No, I don't think that, you know, because it is, at the end of the day, like, her other kids' dads to step up and do that. And I think with our culture, it's so ghetto. And I will say, I mean, I fell victim to that too. Like, but and I feel like I step it up over time, because I'm raising 2 kids by myself. And in a whole state where I don't even really know nobody, but your girl been holding it down. Your girl is solid. But yeah, kids ain't never gotta worry about that. But to say that, no, I don't think just because you had a child by a man and maybe he's doing better than your other kids, that he has to support your kids because he knew you had said kids when y'all was hunching. Like, I get it, but that is not his responsibility to take care of those kids. But I think any man that comes into my household, knowing that I have children, multiple children, you do need to feed. If you're bringing food over, I just think, come on now, feed everybody. Just have the common decency, because if it was reversed, and these men be having multiple baby mamas, and if I'm going to your house and all your kids is there, even if we're just dating, I'm talking as a dating standpoint as well. And I'm coming to your house, and I'm like, babe, you hungry? Oh, I cooked for you. Or I'm about to pick up some food, baby, you hungry? And you like, yeah, but me and my kids here. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna pick up something for everybody. As a woman, I'm gonna do that. Like, I don't think, yeah, I'm gonna come to your house and bring you some Outback and don't get nothing for your kids. Like, I know how kids are. And I just think the right thing to do with, like, if you're coming into that household, you should have just got a hot and ready. That's $5. Boom, problem solved. Everybody could have had a slice of pizza. But to just single these kids out, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm not saying you have to take care of them, but in this particular moment, I think the right thing to do would be to either pick your son up and take him out of the household and y'all go out to eat. Or if you're dropping something off for him, then buy everybody a Happy Meal, or buy a pizza was probably the cheapest route that way. I don't know. My kids eat McDonald's. I don't really eat McDonald's like that, but I'm thinking maybe the cheapest route would have been pick up a hot and ready. That's $5. You know, so, and all the kids, what's 4 kids? Maybe 2. So 2 hot and readies and problem solved. That's me. So that's that on that. Let me know how y'all feel, what y'all take is on it. Maybe y'all have a different perspective, but I'm always open for a good discussion. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.